Hey everybody, and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time visiting, please take a moment to subscribe so that you can be alerted to future videos. So today I'm going to be talking about how to deal with rejection as an author. Rejection in any way or form is really sucky. It makes you feel inadequate, as if you're not good enough. And if you've been working on a project, writing a book, a novel for months, maybe 6 months, maybe longer, maybe a year, especially if this is your first novel, it could have taken you a lot of time to put it all together. And then to have other people tell you that it's just not what they're looking for, it's not good enough, it's not what they're interested in, it leaves you with this feeling of defeat and, like there's just no hope of ever getting published. And especially as these rejection letters pile up, if you get more of them, then this feeling just gets worse and worse and worse. So how do you deal with this? Well, don't stop submitting, don't lose hope, and realize that, this is perfectly normal. All authors, at least the authors that I have met, that I know of, they have all received tons of rejection letters during their career before they got published. I have received a fair share of rejection letters myself. I received more than 50 on the first manuscript that I ever submitted. This is a manuscript that actually never got published. It has never seen the light of day. It will remain on my laptop in a file buried forever, because even after it got published years later and I went back and I looked at it, I was like, oh my gosh, I totally get why this got rejected in the first place. So that's another thing, maybe take a look at the manuscript that you've submitted. It might not be good enough. You might have to rework it. Have you shown it to other people? Have you had friends and family read it? Have you gotten their input on it? Try to figure out why publishers are rejecting it, and also, are you submitting it to the right place? Are you submitting it to an agent or publisher who is interested in the subject matter that you've been writing about? Because, don't submit a romance novel to someone who's looking for sci-fi, because they're just going to reject it outright. Also, is your manuscript completed? Because most people, most publishers and agents, they will be looking for something that's already finished. Or maybe the problem is in your query letter. Is your query letter good enough? Is it written in the format that the agent or publisher has requested? Most of them have guidelines that you need to follow, and if you don't do that, then they're just not going to look at it. So all of these things are just things to bear in mind as you work on getting published. And just don't despair, because all of us, all authors have gotten rejected numerous times, and eventually we got published. So just keep at it, keep working at it, and if you keep getting rejection letters on the same manuscript, write a different book, figure out what it is these agents and publishers are looking for, and try to write something that caters toward that. A lot of the times it's hit and miss. What's hot one year might not be hot the next year, so you could maybe try and submit it later on as well, after some time has gone by, after you've reworked it, after you've looked at it again and figured out where the problems are in the manuscript. And generally they're just looking for the first 3 chapters, so as long as you make sure that those 3 chapters shine, then you should be golden. So don't despair, just keep writing, keep working at it, keep submitting, and eventually one day I am sure that someone is going to give you an offer for a publishing contract. So if this video has been helpful, please remember to subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.